Hello. Today we're going to look at you going back into your research expert groups, looking for reasons or ways to be safe. So what are we learning today? We're going to learn by revisiting those sticky notes that we created yesterday. And then we're going to spend some time in your expert groups researching ways to stay safe. Today, I want you to actually write those thoughts down. After that, you will prepare for a science talk, which we're going to have on Thursday. All right, let's revisit. So take some time and look at the what it takes. How are people affected with your specific natural disaster? Talk with your teammates. Okay, now talk with your teammates about how it affects the places where those natural disasters occur. Okay, all right. Now, how can we prepare? Now, this is the really most important part because you're going to write a public service announcement. That's kind of like a commercial to tell people what they should take, what they need to put in a box, a suitcase, or something to prepare for this natural disaster. Okay, let's look at some of our learning targets for opening B. Okay, so we're going to read an informational text closely and take notes in order to answer research questions. Okay, so that means you're going to go back over those questions that you wrote down in your blue journal, and you're going to look to see if the text even answers your questions. Then right underneath where you wrote those questions or in your notebook, you'll rewrite those questions and then cite evidence that supports your answer. Okay? And then we're going to prepare for a science talk about how natural disasters affect people and places that experience them by identifying appropriate evidence from the sources about natural disasters. Okay. As we're working, guys, I want you to keep in mind that when you're working in your groups, you need to show respect to one another, not talking loud over one another. You're going to listen to one another. You're going to show some integrity. That just means you're going to be honest. You're going to do the right thing. Even if it's difficult, you're going to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. You're going to show empathy. If someone is having a difficult time, you're going to show that you care and understand their feelings, and you're going to help them. All right? And if someone gets upset, I want you to show some concern. Help to be responsible for everybody, okay? Let's work together. All right. Here's some researching ways to stay safe during a natural disaster. Okay. So disasters don't plan ahead, but you can. Know what disasters and hazards could affect you, your area, and learn what to do before, during, and after each type of emergency. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to create some links for you to go to so that you can find out in your small groups what you could do, how you could prepare for that particular natural disaster. Okay? Okay. What point is the author of this website making? So let's go back. I went back too far. Nope, it's not coming up. All right, I'm going to link let's see if I click here. All right, so here we go. Disaster facts. Disasters don't plan ahead, you can know what disasters and hazards could affect your area and learn what to do before, during, and after each type of emergency. So we have links here. I'm going to put all of these links on Google Classroom, and you can read them, listen to them in a few minutes. And once you finish listening, then I want you to pause the video, listen, and read these articles, and then I want you to come back. All right, now that you've taken the time to read the links and listen to the videos, what point is the author of this website, the website that you clicked on, your website, your natural disaster, what is the point? What is he trying to, or she trying to tell us? Okay, here's our learning target, that we are going to prepare for a science talk about how natural disasters affect people and places that experience them by identifying appropriate evidence from sources about natural disasters. Okay? I work to become a more ethical person. Okay. Here's how we're going to close this. How do natural disasters affect people and places that experience them? Here's how you're going to prepare for the science talk. Look back in the books that you're reading. Look back in, I'm going to have a book on your desk. Look in that book. And look in the books that you've been looking at on Get Epic. Look at those books and find evidence to help you answer the science talk questions. Here they go. It says, when I read or see that, whatever your evidence is, it makes me think that natural disasters affect the people and places that experience them by, So here's an example. More than 40 buildings were destroyed, power and phone lines were down, and hundreds of uprooted trees and severed branches blocked most major roads. Well, when they read that evidence, it made them think natural disasters can be very destructive. Okay, so that's what you are going to do. Please find this in your Blue Journal, Module 4. All right. Let's see. Were you able to read an informational text closely and take notes in order to answer research questions? Can you cite evidence from the text to support your answers to questions? All right.